it was obvious like something was wrong and everybody was in a huge hurry. I mean, it went from, you know, everything okay to this is an emergency C-section situation.
When Marie was delivered, I actually saw the neonatologist carry Marie into that room, and so after 30 minutes, door open, neonatologist walked out, had Marie in her arms, and she was crying, and I knew at that point in time, what had happened.
Scott wasn't allowed to be in the delivery room, and woke up to my doctor telling me that the baby didn't make it. So it happened in an instant, it felt like. I was almost scared to come home because I knew our house, had baby stuff all over it. We had just finished up the nursery, a couple weeks before. I had just washed all the baby's clothes. I mean, we were ready. I had a car seat in the car. I'd been driving around with a car seat in my car for 2 weeks. Very early on, Scott and I just knew that we wanted to make sure that this wasn't something that led us down a deep, dark spiral.
For all that time, from October 29th until we walked into the room that first night, we felt like the people with the worst luck in the world, that we were the only ones who had experienced this. And suddenly, you're sitting at a table with 6 other couples, who've experienced something to varying degrees that was unexpected, that had sort of really turned their world upside down. And there was an immediate connection, there with those folks.
The group counseling was so helpful. It meant everything to know that we weren't the only people that had gone through something like that. It's incredibly lonely. A lot of people have been through horrible things, and to feel like somebody else understood what you were talking about or what you were going through, it meant everything. We are better off because of this program. I mean, we couldn't have come as far as we have just from an emotional standpoint, without it.
Sylvia and I will both tell you that, as sad as it is that this happened, our marriage, our relationship, our life, is still better for having Marie, even for the short time that we had her.
We have a new normal, and we're okay with that. And I do feel like we both have a much better outlook. We know that things get better. We know that, if you've got the tools to cope, that the future is absolutely, it looks brighter.